I bet the Snyder fans are celebrating right now. If you guys do not know, James Gunn just got fired from Warner Bros. Why? Because apparently, in their eyes, Superman was a failure. Huh? Excuse me, Warner Bros? Are you joking? Are you actually kidding me? Also, Creature Commandos flopped, apparently. I never really watched the show. It looked good, and I didn't really hear much about the show. Peacemaker season, or just Peacemaker in general, was loved by fans. And despite the drama, people were still optimistic about Peacemaker. And yet, DC and Warner Bros. Are like, nope, we're done with this guy. Boot him away. At this point, dude, Warner Bros. Is killing DC. I'm sorry. Just. That's it. They're killing themselves. Because how the fuck are you going to tell me that Superman was a flop when everyone who went to go see it, other than Snyder fans, obviously, come out with positive notes? Even Tyrone Magnus had a couple of good things to say about the film. And we know how he felt about that movie. Which is almost impossible, because if somebody hates a movie, 9 times out of 10 they have nothing good to say about the movie. Not for Superman. But somehow, some way, they think it flopped. I don't know in what world that's considered a flop. But hey, I'm not a director. But I honestly, at this point, I think that Warner Bros. Needs to hang up trying to make a live action DC universe, because this was the final straw for me. I'm sorry. But sure, you can say, well, they only had 2 chances. No. This is their fault. Them having to do 2 reboots now is their fault. I may have not liked the Snyder universe. I think that a lot of the choices that they did for characters was absolutely dumb. I can recognize when something is bullshit, and that was bullshit what they did with Henry Cavill. I honestly think that they should have kept Henry Cavill, but don't make him aura farming. You know what I mean? I honestly do think Henry could have been a good Superman. But Snyder made him too much super and not enough man, to where you can't look up to him. Okay. Now, apparently, in the article, Warner Bros. Said that, and I'm not fucking joking when I say this, they said that Superman failed to resonate with international fans. Are you fucking dumb, dude? So you're gonna sit here and tell me Man of Steel. You're gonna sit here and tell me Man of Steel, the man of aura, the man who refused to save people and just stood there and struck a pose for 99% of the movie, deserved more movies made about him and resonated with more fans, international fans, than a man who literally saves another country. A man who literally stops a indigenous war. A man who saves animals and any living being. You're telling me he doesn't resonate with international fans, but Superman, who just stands there as a building explodes and doesn't even shed a tear, he deserves multiple movies with him in it. Get the fuck out of here. So fuck it. I'm done, dude. I give up on any hope for DCU or DCEU or DCAU. Whatever they try to do, I'm done, dude. I give up on live action DC. It literally was looking good. I was actually happy with a DC movie. The newest Superman movie literally made me like Superman. And I used to hate Superman. I thought that Superman was too overpowered to be considered a good enough written character. But James Gunn proved me wrong. He wrote a good Superman, and I'm like, yes, this is who I would look up to. And now Superman's in like one of my top 5 superheroes. He went from like bottom of the list to damn near the top of the list. Now he's not my favorite superhero still, but I can still recognize that he is a good person, and that's what we need out of a hero. It's just so dumb, dude. I'm pissed off, honestly. The reason I'm not crashing out too hard is because my wisdom teeth hurt. Also, my parents are asleep right now, so I don't want to crash out too hard. Normally I'd be screaming right now. But another part of me is also like, what if this is fake? Like, this could be fake, because it's hard to believe that any fucking anyone would be this dumb to fire James Gunn after the absolute peak cinema that he wrote for us for the Superman movie. I hope this is fake, honestly, because this is just dumb, dude. How are you gonna fumble this bad?